Good damn afternoon, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again. Make sure you get over to jerichogreen.net. All my videos are over there first. Now, I want to start out, I'm going to talk about one thing, and then I'm going to finish up with a conversation I heard two SJW feminists having. Surprised I didn't shit my pants. So, first of all, I want to say, fuck Arnold Schwarzenegger. So you may or may not have seen this video. He was on CNN, and they were interviewing him about COVID or some shit. Not sure why you picked him. But in this clip that I'll put in the description box, he talks about all the people you should trust, and these are the scientists and studying them for years and all this shit. And he says he's some kind of an expert. He's been studying, I guess, epidemiology or virology for 50 years. I didn't know that. But he says he's an expert in it. And then he says, why wouldn't you trust someone like Dr. Fauci? Man, what the fuck did you just say? Did you drop one of those weights on your head? Why wouldn't you trust someone like Dr. Fauci? You mean Dr. Fauci, the celebrity? You mean the celebrity that happens to be a doctor? The one who told us to do one thing and then changed his mind and then admitted that he was lying before, but he was lying for our greater good. He was lying so the frontline healthcare workers could have masks. That's why he was telling us not to wear them. Why would you not trust someone like Dr. Fauci? I'm going to leave that out there. But the nerve of Arnold Schwarzenegger, here's the worst part. Never mind the dumb shit he said before. Here's the worst part, where he says, screw, because he's talking about people getting vaccinated. The only way to fight this is to get vaccinated and wash your hands and socially distance. Okay. But he says, if you don't want to do this, if you're one of these crazies around here talking about my body, my choice, remember who was saying that? Some group kept saying my body, my choice, beating us over the head with it, but apparently it doesn't apply to everything, only things that they want. So if you're one of these crazy people who think my body, my choice, I'll take my health and my family's health into my own capable hands. If you're one of them, he says, and I quote, screw your freedom. Because he says with freedom comes obligations and responsibilities. Well, you also have a responsibility to keep your freedoms, because you can't give up your freedoms for this, because you probably won't get it back. You can't give up your freedoms for that, because you probably won't get them back. We don't give up our freedoms. The fuck are you talking about? Screw your freedoms. And you don't care about wearing a mask or social distancing because you probably won't do it. We've seen the pictures. Obama's big bad birthday bash. You had the mayor of DC. You got all those Democrats from Texas who I believe got warrants drafted for their arrest because they're skirting their responsibilities and not showing up to fucking work. But remember when they all got on the plane all maskless, taking their selfies with their ugly ass faces? Some of these politicians need to wear masks, not because of COVID, but because they look like shit. So we know they're not going to do it because we have the photo evidence that they're not going to do it. So it's easy for those in power, it's easy for them to push this bullshit, this dictatorial bullshit, this communist bullshit. It's easy for them to push it because life only gets better for them under these rules. They live in these ivory towers, these gated, walled off communities where they don't follow the rules that they set for us. I know that because I lived in California when Arnold was the governor, and he was absolute dog shit. No offense to any pieces of dog shit that might be watching this, but he was. But he said, screw your freedoms, the obligations and responsibilities. We have a responsibility to keep our freedoms, you dumbass. And you know, Arnold, what was that movie? Predators, get through the chopper. You need to get to the chopper and have them drop your bitch ass back off in Austria. Do you think the life and career you've created here was possible in Austria? Probably not, or you would have kept your ass in Austria. But you wanted that freedom. These freedoms you're so quick to say, screw, you wanted those freedoms. That's what brought you here. That's what attracted you here to build your empire. To become the greatest bodybuilder, Ronnie Coleman, it's debatable. Greatest bodybuilder ever, greatest action star ever, two-term governor of a place that you can't even say correctly. And all the housekeepers you want to fuck. That's what brought you here, yet you're going to turn around and say, screw your freedoms? I don't think so. People that want to get rid of our freedoms, you guys can go. You can all get a giant boat at one time and get the fuck out of here. Freedom is what keeps us on top. Freedom is what keeps us being the beacon to the rest of the world. There is no other country on this planet that is bitching about too many Americans flooding their borders. It does not exist. Even the countries we're attached to. We share land with these fucking countries and we don't want to go there. So I don't want to hear that, screw your freedom, screw you, Arnold. Get the fuck out of here, go back to Austria. See if you can do there what you did here. I think not. That's why you didn't do it there. Fucking turd. Anyway, speaking of two turds, so I was at work and I overheard these two feminist pieces of garbage. So let me give you a little backstory. So, and I recommend you look it up because it's actually pretty cool. So right now we have Car Week. It's the concourse, and there's Porsches here and all the Porsche, Lamborghini, Ferrari, and Bentley, and Rolls Royce, and Maserati, and Aston Martin, and a bunch of other cars I probably forgot about or don't even know about. But all these high-end cars, they come here for the week. It started on Monday. It goes Monday through Sunday. And all the cars are here. Like next to where I work, they have this little like pavilion thing, and it's like the Porsche pavilion. And across the street from where I work, there's this parking lot where all the Porsches park their cars. I mean, the 911s, the Caymans, the Panameras, all of them, all these custom colors. The shit is amazing. These cars are hundreds of thousands of dollars. Some of them are $1 million. I saw a couple Ferrari Enzos. I believe those are like $1 million a piece. But there's all these high-end cars. Most of them are high-end sports cars, the Lamborghinis, Ferraris, all that shit. So, of course, there's some feminist SJW garbage turds floating around who don't like it. What do they say? One lady yesterday, she said she lives in a place called Carmel, which is full of fucking rich people and nice cars. But she's with her daughter, and she says, oh, there's just too much testosterone in my town. Because like Carmel, Pebble Beach, that's where these rich people go. That's where a lot of them stay and get their hotel rooms and shit and do their shopping. You got the Burberry, Louis Vuitton, all that shit down there. So she says, oh, there's too much testosterone in my town. As she's standing there with her daughter. Let me ask you a question, you dumbass. How'd you get your daughter? Oh, I know. Somebody with testosterone got on top of you or behind you and went, ugh, and gave you that girl you're standing next to. But damn that testosterone, right? So then today, these two dumbasses are standing there talking, and they're saying, oh, these cars, and they're so loud, and oh, these men, and it's so toxic. Man, I'm surprised I didn't shoot myself to hear these two dumbasses talking about how bad these men are, and their vehicles, and their cars, and they're so loud. And bringing all their money and commerce to our local town and propping up our economy since Clinton closed the army base in 1994. But that's neither here nor there. But it's so funny to hear people talk shit about the very masculinity and the testosterone that makes their life comfortable enough to talk like that. I was like, man, these two granola-headed dirt fuckers. Oh, and the masculinity and the testosterone. Get the fuck out of here. You want to live in a world with all women and no men? Actually, that sounds good to straight men. But you know what I mean. You want to live in that world? How long is that world going to stay protected? And like I always say, who's opening the pickle jars and killing all the damn spiders? Nobody. So stupid. And one of them was like, oh, so basically all they're doing is pressing the gas pedal down to the floor. I could do that too. Yes, you can do it, but it's not going to be in a $500,000 fucking Ventador or Hurricane Lamborghini. Yeah, we can all do it, but what are you doing it in, you dumbass? So stupid. I want to slap the shit out of both of them. I want to take one of those, those big foam fingers like you get at a basketball game, a sporting event. I want to get a big foam hand and just slap the shit out of both of them. Like a Three Stooges slap, like Mo. Like Mo used to slap the shit out of Curly. Out of Curly and fucking Larry. Or then Larry and Shemp at one point. Hey, get out of here. It was so disgusting. But you know, what else do you expect in the liberal butthole of California? Right here. The coast of California is where all the corn and peanuts come out of the liberal butthole. So what do you expect? So stupid. Oh, they're cars and oh, they're so loud. Shut the fuck up. Anyway, man, let me get over here with my beautiful wife and kids. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe. Hit that notification bell because every time it rings, a piece of shit lefty cries. Get your Jericho Green notification tone. Link in the description box. Utilize a PayPal link, Teespring link, and JerichoGreen.net. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.